Are lag and stuttering ruining your gaming experience? If sluggish RAM is the problem, it might be time to upgrade from DDR4 to DDR5. But with so many options out there, finding the right DDR5 RAM that offers the perfect balance of speed, low latency, and stability can be tricky. That's why today, we're diving into the top 5 best DDR5 RAMs that will give you the performance boost you've been missing. Let's get started. Number 5. Kingston Fury Beast DDR5. A great choice if you want to upgrade to DDR5 without breaking the bank. This RAM is available in 16GB and 32GB options, which is pretty standard for gaming and creative tasks today. It runs at speeds of up to 4,800 megatransfers per second, and while faster versions are expected soon, this speed is still impressive. It has a CAS latency of CL38, which isn't super low, but you'll still notice a solid performance boost, especially if you're upgrading from DDR4. Expect smoother multitasking and a noticeable increase in gaming speeds. Design-wise, it features a sleek, low-profile heat spreader and comes in black. One of the best things about this affordable DDR5 RAM is that it's compatible with both Intel and AMD systems, which isn't common at this price point. It also supports Intel's XMP 3.0, making overclocking simple even if you're not a tech expert. You just need to enable XMP in your BIOS to get the best performance. Keep in mind, though, while it supports overclocking, it may not have as much headroom as some higher-end kits, which could limit performance gains for enthusiasts. But for the price, it's still an excellent DDR5 choice. Number 4. We've got the crucial Pro DDR5. This one is a step up in performance, especially if you're serious about gaming and multitasking. It comes in 16GB and 32GB options, just like the Kingston, but this one runs at a speed of 5,600 megatransfers per second, which is a noticeable jump in speed. What this means is you'll see faster load times and an overall smoother experience when using your PC. Now, the CAS latency is CL46. That's a bit higher than the Kingston, and as I mentioned earlier, lower latency is usually better. But even with the higher latency, the 5,600 megatransfers per second speed makes up for it, especially in real-world gaming performance. It's a solid trade-off. This RAM is universally compatible with Intel 12th and 13th Gen CPUs, as well as AMD Ryzen 7000 series CPUs, so it's a good fit for a wide range of systems. It can even downclock for systems that don't support the higher megatransfers per second, making it pretty flexible. Aesthetically, the Crucial Pro is minimalist. There's no flashy RGB, just pure functionality and no frills. This might be exactly what you're looking for if you prefer function over form. The price is reasonable for the performance it offers. If you're transitioning to DDR5, this is a great value. It gives you solid performance with reliable stability. However, some users have reported occasional RAM stick failures. While it's not a widespread issue, it's worth keeping in mind. Yes, the latency could be a bit better compared to some competitors, but that's part of the trade-off at this price point. So, if you want dependable DDR5 RAM without the fancy lights, the Crucial Pro is a strong contender. Next, we have the Number 3. Corsair Vengeance DDR5. Now this is where we start getting into some really impressive high-end performance territory. The Vengeance series is already well known among gamers, and with this one we have here, you've got options for up to 64GB and 232GB kits and speeds that can reach up to blazing fast 6,600 megatransfers per second. You'll definitely see the difference in demanding games and applications, and it's excellent for future-proofing your rig. Plus, the CAS latency is just CL32, which means you're getting noticeably quicker response times. That's beneficial, particularly for gaming when every millisecond counts. Now, this RAM is optimized for Intel setups, but it still works with AMD. You might just need to do a bit of manual tweaking to get the best performance on non-Intel boards. When it comes to looks, the Vengeance DDR5 doesn't disappoint. It's got a sleek design, and you can customize the RGB lighting to match your setup and show off in style. Of course, this kind of performance and style comes at a price. It's in the mid to high range, but you're paying for quality. I mean, this RAM is built to last and to handle whatever you throw at it. That's why it's great for serious gamers and content creators. But the thing is, the higher price might not be for everyone. Also, there's a chance you might run into some compatibility hiccups with certain AMD motherboards. But if you can deal with all that, this one is a top contender with excellent scalability and speed. Number 2. We've got the Patriot Viper Xtreme 5. Which is all about serious, insanely serious, speed. I say that because you're looking at speeds up to 8,000 megatransfers per second. So, if you're into pushing your system to the absolute limit, this is the kind of RAM you'll want. You'll see exceptional performance in benchmarks and games, especially at those higher frequencies. The CAS latency is CL38, which might not seem super low, but for such high speeds, it's not bad at all. The thing is, this RAM prioritizes speed and momentum above all else, and the results show when you push it to its limits. Now, the caveat is that this RAM requires specific motherboards to achieve full compatibility at those maximum speeds, such as the Asus Apex. That means you might need to do some extensive manual tuning on other boards to get it to work right, so it's not just a plug-and-play option for everyone. Aesthetically, it's got a unique design with RGB lighting and a robust heat spreader. The makers really wanted to ensure your setup looks as good as it performs. As you might guess, the price point is definitely higher end. It's best suited for extreme overclockers and high-performance users who want the absolute fastest RAM available. This might deter casual users who aren't looking to check system requirements, but if your system can handle it, the Patriot Viper Xtreme 5 is just the powerhouse you need. Finally, moving on to our number 1 pick, we have the G.Skill Trident Z5 RGB, which comes in various configurations with capacities up to 128 GB. That's a lot of RAM, giving you plenty of room for even the most demanding tasks. You can find versions running up to 7,200 megatransfers per second, which means you get incredibly strong performance in both gaming and productivity tasks. The CAS latency is CL40, which, while not the absolute lowest, is perfectly fine when you consider the overall performance and speed you get. This RAM is primarily designed for Intel systems but also works really well with AMD platforms. It's highly rated among enthusiasts for its overclocking potential, thanks to XMP profile support, which makes overclocking a breeze. That means you can get the most out of the RAM with just a few simple tweaks in your BIOS. Design-wise, the Trident Z5 is stunning. It features RGB lighting with a sleek aluminum heat spreader design and comes in various attractive colors, allowing you to add some visual flair to your build. But, as you can imagine, this premium design and performance come with a premium price. You'll need to spend top dollar to get your hands on this one. However, this doesn't stop it from being a favorite among gamers who value both style and functionality. That said, the higher cost might not be worth it for budget-conscious gamers, and the RGB lighting might not appeal to everyone. But if you're looking for a one performance and want your rig to look incredible, the G.Skill Trident Z5 is definitely the way to go. Thanks for watching. If you want more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, press the bell icon for instant notifications, so you never miss a video from Tech Insight.